Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Now what you saw just then was me and Liam doing a bit of toge, and what you're watching now is just a bit of a warm-up, me, Liam and John, on Akina downhill. Now, you guys may not know, but I actually, obviously I'm doing a lot of racing at the moment, but one of my loves is toge. I know it's a bit weird, I started off when I was a lot younger, and I haven't actually been back to it for a while. But I thought now was a great opportunity with the launch of some of the new traffic servers down Akina and some of the other ones. I'll link in the description. But it's a great time to introduce a couple of new sim guys, John and Liam. Liam not so new now, you guys have probably seen his channel. I'll link it in the description. But kind of show them the world of toge. Now, in layman's terms, toge is downhill, uphill, mountain pass driving / racing. Believe it originated in Japan, and obviously, as all good things in Japan, there's usually an anime attached to that. Now, the anime in question is Initial D. What we're going to try today, though, is we've taken the AE86 Levin, the turboed version, made famous by Wataru, from the Initial D, and we're actually going to see how fast, on our own, we can get down Akina. Now the traffic is on, so the times aren't going to be as quick as if obviously the traffic was off, so we're going to have to do a bit of moving left, right, dodging some of the traffic here, and we'll see how it goes. Now, let's get back to the Levin. This is the Levin that Wataru was driving, I believe, in the Initial D, and it's actually a turboed Levin. Now, the difference between having a turbo and a naturally aspirated version of this AE86, the turbo, when it kicks in, you feel it. The back end goes sliding all over the place, and you've really got to be in control of the accelerator. You never want to dump it too hard, otherwise, like I say, sideways we are go. As you can see just then. Now Akina is a track actually. It's one of my favourites. Not quite on par for me with Sui Pass, but it feels like much more of a racier track. More straight, long sweeping corners, whereas the Sui Pass is more of hairpin here, hairpin there. As we squeeze by that truck now in the left-right chicane. Love the sound of this turbo AE86. No ABS, no traction control on these older cars. They're only weighing about 900 kilos, I believe, and it's making about 240 horsepower / pound-feet of torque, I believe. A little bit drift on the exit. That truck doesn't look like he's got his diff lock on, skittering around there. So, some of these nice downhill tracks, there are little tactics made famous, obviously, in the anime that I'm going to keep talking about, Initial D. But gutter runs. You can actually drop 2 wheels in some of these gutters to really help you turn into the corners. There are some guys out here that drive these tracks that I am sure are lightning. I'm going to use the word aliens again to describe those people that, as normal humans, can't even comprehend how quickly they can go around tracks. They're in every form of racing, so you'll see them in the normal tracks, you'll see them in the downhills. You'll get drift aliens as well, I'm sure. But luckily today, no aliens to contend with. Just myself, the track, and some traffic as we squeeze by that car on the left-hand side there. So trying to use the gutter run a little bit on the left to try and get the car to turn in. Break down into second for this corner. Now, you're going to see me trail braking in this a lot. The car doesn't really seem to want to turn unless you're just resting on the brake, changing the balance and getting the weight on the front tyres to give it that turn in. Just going to zip. This is one of the longest straight parts, but in this car the back end is all over the place. Almost make contact with the little pickup truck on the left there. There's a Honda, I believe I saw. And into the left, right, getting onto the brakes, heavy, down into second gear, and we actually slide a little bit wide on that one. But back onto the accelerator, trying to use all of the road here to really maximise the time. I'm going to be honest, I took a few attempts on this. When I say a few, I think it was about 2 hours of constant footage. I have never sweated so hard driving a car on the simulator yet. This thing was constant work. There was heel toe going on, because obviously you've got to match the revs as you downshift. One time you don't, the wheels will lock up and send you spinning into oblivion. Okay, into the consecutive hairpins now. And I've actually turned off my map on this so that I can't see the traffic, give a bit more of a realistic aspect to the actual downhill Tokay driving. Now, real life, I don't think I'd ever drive like this, cutting into the inside lane, making contact with the car carrier there. But at the same time, on the initial de-anime, there are some stories that can be kind of believable. Now, in the anime, he's delivering tofu. He's a young kid, tofu driver, and his dad is actually a tofu maker. And basically, the story was this his son, about 13, 14 years old, was every night, late at night, be sent up the mountain pass to the hotel to deliver tofu. Tofu. It's actually what we believe is another white substance that sometimes is transported in blocks and bricks. Not going to mention it, but I think you guys know where I'm going with that one. Sorry for a bit of a lag spike there, just as the street sweeper came up. Bit of a brown pants moment, and onto the long straight for the last section of the track. So you got a right here, usually drop it down into about second. Nice little drift around that one. I think I was actually entering a bit too hot. Down towards the end of the track now, I did start to feel the car was sliding around more and more. I don't know if tyre wear was on or whether it was just the excitement of being able to make this thing all the way down to the end of the track. So we will see. But I feel like I could have gained perhaps a couple of seconds in this last section, especially this corner here. Lost a lot of time by letting it slide out so wide. Back onto the power and into the final corner. A nice tight right-hander. Try and cut it as much as you possibly can. Going to scrape up against the bush there. And across the line to do a 5:23.6. Like I say, I'm sure there's people out there that are much quicker, but thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully get another video next week, and take it easy.